Hello everyone, welcome back to Sweet and Spice. I'm a foodie and I love to cook. So, I'm going to show you today how to make dhaba style palak paneer. And also paranthas made of makki, which is corn flour, and mooli, which is white radish. So, let's get cooking. So, the first item is palak paneer, which is dhaba style. I'm going to show you the ingredients first. Here I have 2 cups of chopped tomatoes, 1 cup of chopped onion, ginger, garlic and chili roughly chopped, then all these spices, jeera powder, red chili powder, coriander powder, garam masala, some paneer masala which you can buy in store, any brand is fine. I'm using SDH brand. This is kasuri methi, and then I have some whole spices here, some red chilies and bay leaf. And I have some ghee. You can make it in oil as well, but I'm going to make it in ghee today because it tastes really yummy. Then I have some other ingredients here, around 3 to 4 cups of spinach leaves which are washed, and they are baby spinach. You can use any other spinach. If you're using a regular spinach, just chop it up a little. And then I have this paneer pieces which I already pre-stir fried a little bit in one teaspoon of oil. With some paneer masala in it, just so I have it ready to show you guys and it doesn't take too long. Okay, so we're gonna start cooking now. I have an Instapot here today. You can make this in a regular pressure cooker, but I'm gonna show it how it's made in an Instapot. I have already turned the saute mode on if you're using an Instapot, so it's hot ahead of time, and I already put 1 teaspoon of ghee in there which has melted. So I'm gonna start cooking now. Put some jeera, ginger, garlic and chili, and my bay leaf and my dried red chilies. I didn't put too many red chilies because it gets too spicy otherwise, because we have put in other kind of chili also. Once you have cooked it for a few seconds, at this point you can throw in your onions. Let the onions turn their color a little bit, just like you would do in a normal cooking. At this point, I'm also going to put some salt, so that it helps the onion to cook better. So as you can see, onion is cooked now. It's been about 3 to 4 minutes while this was cooking, and I'll put in my tomatoes and put all the spices, little bit of red chili powder that I had, around 1 teaspoon of dhania powder. This is 1.5 teaspoon of paneer masala, and I'm going to put the garam masala and kasuri methi later on when I'm done with this, after putting the spinach leaves. So I'll put some more, like half a teaspoon of salt. I'm gonna let this mixture cook for, let's say, around 5 to 7 minutes. So I have been cooking these tomatoes for around 7 minutes, as I said, and see, they changed their color. They look delicious. At this point, I'm gonna put my spinach leaves into this, and I have pre-washed them, and they are baby spinach as it is called. You can decide to use a different spinach, but just make sure you chop it. So I'm going to mix it up a little and then close my lid for the instant pot. So I have closed the lid, and now I'm going to pressure cook this instant pot. I cancelled the saute mode, and now I'm going to set a manual timer, and pressure cook for 3 minutes. It's gonna take a few seconds. Okay guys, so our palak is almost done. As you can see, there's a lot of water, and that's why I told you not to put excessive water in the beginning. Basically Instapot beeped and then I released the pressure, and look, it's quite hot, so be careful with it. Depending on how your blender is, you can wait for a few minutes for it to cool down. My blender usually, if on a variable slow mode, I'm able to crush it up a little. I just need to crush it up, not completely, but a little bit. Let it cool down, because sometimes the blender would splash it if it's not completely cool. So as you can see, it's gonna just do a partial blend. I can increase it slowly. Okay, I'm done. Do not fully blend it because it's good like that. Because you're making a dhaba style, has to be partially blended. I'm gonna pour it back in. At this point, I can put my paneer pieces, which I had pre-grilled. Paneer pieces are in. I'm gonna close the lid. See how the consistency looks? It is not really liquidy and not really very thick. It's just the right amount. As you can see, this is how it's supposed to be. If it is too thick, you can add water, but I doubt you will need it. I'm gonna close it. The reason I do this, you don't have to. The reason I like to do this is makes my paneer really soft. If you're not grilling your paneer, you can also throw in your paneer without grilling, and at that point you don't really need to do that. I'll just put another 2 minutes timer so that the paneer would become kind of softer, and blend it all together. And at the end, I'm gonna put a couple of more ingredients just before it gets final. Alright guys, so it's been 3 minutes and I'm gonna open the Instapot, and you can see this looks great. Paneer is nice and soft now. I'm gonna put some kasuri methi and little bit of garam masala, just like 1/4 teaspoon of garam masala. And I like to put a little bit sugar, not to make it sweet like I said, but just to balance the taste. And mix it all together. I'm gonna taste it just to make sure all the masalas are balanced. It's perfect. Now I'm gonna serve it. I have my plate ready. I made some aloo gobi on the side. I'll share the recipe for it later in another meal, but just to complete the meal and kind of give you an idea on how it looks. Alright, so here is our palak paneer, aloo gobi, and some gur, which goes really well with it, and the paranthas. Enjoy your meal guys, and like or subscribe to my channel, leave some comments. I'll be happy to hear your feedback. I hope you try this recipe and enjoy.